Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. I am Margaret Lowe-Smith. I'm the president of AtlanticLIVE, which is the events division of the Atlantic magazine, and I'm so happy to welcome you all to Unfinished Business. This is the Atlantic's first LGBT summit. And this is the year the Supreme Court ruled that same-sex couples be allowed to marry no matter where they live. It was a transformational moment in the culture and the country. And just days later, Caitlyn Jenner gripped the public imagination as we learned about Bruce Jenner's journey from Olympic icon to transgender woman. With all this change, and behind each of these major stories, there are so many other stories that remain untold and questions that need to be explored. And we're going to spend our time together today talking about where we are and where we're going in terms of sexual orientation, gender, and identity. And we'll ask the question, what comes next? We struggled, actually, with what to call today's summit. But when we hit on the notion of unfinished business, it seemed right, because it implies that there are still a lot of questions to grapple with. What comes after the right to marry? Is it the cresting issue of transgender rights, employment discrimination, homeless gay kids, the rights of people around the world? Today, some 80 countries criminalize same-sex relations. Today, this conversation would not have been possible without the support of our underwriters. And I want to thank the American Federation of Teachers, Arcus Foundation, Deloitte, Gilead Scientists, and PG&E for their support. A few notes before we get started. We are, of course, on Twitter at Atlantic_Live. You can join the conversation using the hashtag AtlanticLGBT, one word. That's the Wi-Fi network too. The password is Atlantic 2015 with a capital A, Atlantic 2015. And we will take your questions after each session. Now, let's get rolling. Aisha Moody Mills is president and CEO of the Victory Fund. It's an organization that supports gay and lesbian political candidates. Bishop Gene Robinson is a senior fellow at the Center for American Progress, and he's here too. And Brad Sears is executive director of the Williams Institute. It's a UCLA law think tank which conducts research on sexual orientation and gender identity law. He was supposed to be here, but weather, airlines, and life got in the way, so he's joining us by phone. Brad, I hope you're there. They'll set the stage for the day and consider the question, what is the next frontier? And here to lead the conversation, please welcome my colleague, the Atlantic's Steve Clemons.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. Good morning, everybody.